Hello, this wise man star again. We are still on the issue of marriage cultural intricacies in Africa, and we are going to series two of marriage cultural intricacies in Africa. Under series two, we are looking at who can initiate a divorce, who has a right, to initiate a divorce under the various traditions and settings of marriage. Um, traditional in traditional African setting, any of the party, the woman or the man can initiate a divorce, based on various grounds like adultery or infidelity on the part of the woman, and cases of proven witchcraft issues, um, unrepentant and prolonged battering and a threat to life, and all of that. Even the issue of very prolonged abandonment of the woman, according to the Bible, in Exodus 21 verse 10. It is also written that where a man, in the old Jewish culture, where a man abandons the wife for a very, very prolonged time, in not fulfilling three basic things: the accommodation and the feeding, the clothing, and the marital rights of the woman for a very prolonged time. It can come to a time where the woman may decide to walk away, and even without the refund of the dowry. Of course, you know that when the divorce is concluded, it is concluded with a reversal of the marriage and a reversal of the token called um, the dowry. It is usually a small stipend, but it's the core of the marriage in African traditional culture, especially, let's say, for example, like the Robo culture in Nigeria, Africa. Um, the dowry is usually like 120. It's not like it is 120 naira. That is the only thing that is refundable, no matter what you spend. And it is not just refunded at will. There are processes by the two families before it gets refunded and accepted, And this 120 in modern day is less than $15. Although generations past when this amount was fixed, that 120 naira was like over $2,000 at that time. But the damn amount remained fixed. It has not been changed, and they don't intend to change it. So, under the traditional setting, both parties have rights to initiate a divorce. Under the court marriage setting, any party as well can initiate it in case of breach of the terms of those agreement of those marriage. And the old Jewish culture, same with the African culture. Then under the New Testament, uh, church rule in this case is just merely advisory because and again, it is only the man. If you read the Bible, well, even the New Testament, it is only the man that has right to initiate divorce on the ground of infidelity and adultery of the woman. Any other conditions were expected that the man should bear them, and there's also a recourse to the family, the both families in the process. So here, the church will always advise you to forgive and forgive and forgive, almost indefinitely. So it is for you, the man, to know at what point you can no longer bear it. Because if you read Matthew 19, 9 to 11, it is stated that only on this condition can a man divorce his wife. Not, he didn't talk about even the woman divorcing her husband. And even with those limitations, the Lord also added that this is to them that can bear it, and this saying is not for all. So at the point you can no longer bear it, I'm sure you can exercise your right. This is the position of both the Bible and the culture. Thank you. God bless.